Okay, guys, good to see you. Thanks for coming back around. I'm trying to get back to my normal schedule. New Zealand Wednesday night, time to paint minis, drink a couple beers. Get my setup sorted. Let me turn down my ears a bit. That's better. Yeah. Well, I put up some new tracks from Tabletop Audio, so we'll shout that guy out. Guy or gal or whatever it is. John Sear, your mom, how you guys doing? I think I'm lagging a lot. Huh. Okay. It might be my crappy computer setup, which I really need to fix. Yeah. At my end, it says my stream is whatever, excellent, in terms of the bit rates and all kinds of gobbledygook. So I don't know, John's here. Maybe it's your remote location. Yeah, good to see you guys again. Your mom, you got a subscription from Diadems, whatever it was, during Christmas holidays when I was at my dear mother's house playing D&D with my high school buddies. That was a pretty fun session. I'm glad you could make it to that. I'm really glad. Actually, with those high school buddies, I think gonna start playing a campaign, perhaps on New Zealand Friday nights. No, sorry, North America Friday nights, New Zealand Saturday afternoon, maybe once a month. I'll try to stream it, and probably going to do first edition Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. So we'll see how that turns out. Tonight I've got a bunch of doors here. Not very exciting. I want to finish painting the hardware on them. It's for the massive castle, which you really can't see back here. Here's some. Here's another trapdoor from that same castle. I started this stuff last Wednesday session. When I did it really quickly for like only an hour-long stream or so, because I had just gotten back from North America, the day before, so I was totally shattered. But tonight we'll do a couple hours of this, at least. Paint these. Probably also paint these tiles. Get those tiles painted, cavern tiles. We're playing D&D this Sunday, back here at the house with a normal New Zealand crew. Our Greyhawk Lost Caverns of Sajkant sessions. Tonight we're drinking OK Boomer by Lakeman, a double IPA. They make beer so strong these days, Christ. This is like 8.3? I don't know. North America, I know, North America. Having lived outside of the United States for so long, I really gotten used to calling it North America. Hey, Diadems. Hey, your recent giftee of a subscription. Your mom is in the house. Wow. Interesting one. Diadems, I'm not wearing your shirt. I wore it. I think I wore it last Wednesday. Let's have a beer about it. Thank you very much again for that. Diadems, incredible supporter, gifting, subscriptions, and clothing. All right. Hope you're doing well. I do like it. Thank you very much. And all the 3.5 guides, my goodness. I was just telling other guys here that I may start doing a 1E D&D game with my childhood friends, high school buddies. Maybe once a month, North American Friday nights. And Diadems, if you can get in on that action, it's a West Coast time, kind of Friday nights on probably 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the evening for just a couple hours. I'd like to invite you, Diadems, to join that. If probably 1E. If you can at some point, maybe just as an NPC for a little bit or something like that. So you went up and didn't see me. I know, John Sear. I was in Seattle area for a good chunk of time, 3 weeks really. Seattle and Portland. Okay, let's paint some door hardware. Let me go to my Discord. Oh, I need to sorry, I need to like shout this out to some Discord people. Please let me do that. Give me 2 seconds to do this, please. Yeah, painting doors forward. Thank you. To my own no Superior, Greg Guildhall, Gary Kahn, Creepville. Guess my own. That's my max of 5 places. Yeah. No, I'm not doing. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to get the word out. Just got to get to Saskatchewan. Jesus, Saskatchewan, Canada. Who can go to that place? Yeah, I know. Oh, did I? Far out. Sorry, guys. I'm doing some stupid behind the scenes stuff really fast. Give me 30 seconds, please. And then we'll get into the paintings and whatever you want to talk about, frankly. I'm officially back at work this week. I know I had a giant long holiday, but hope you guys are all doing well with your holidays and whatnot. Okay, let's put that aside and let's do some painting. I'll get some paintbrushes out. Sorry, it's kind of stupid way to do it. New Zealand summer, of course, so it's 7:39 and it's brilliantly sunny outside. You can see by the light streaming in that window. That's a good one. That's a 2. And let me also get, is that a 0? Essentially the same. Let me get a bigger one. That one, and that's a. That 4 is looking nice. That 4 is looking sweet. Pull it out. Right. Got some brushes there. Some doors here. Did you? What'd you get? Your mom, what'd you get? There's a hobby store in the local game store near my office. And every now and then I, at lunchtime, maybe I'll walk over there and buy a paint. I'm always trying to think of what do I need? I can never remember what I need. What'd you buy? Right, but I need some, some plate mail metal. Black. And I could just use steel, I guess. What's the difference with these guys? They're pretty. Oh, the steel is bluer than the plate mail metal. If you ask me. Logo plate mail metal. And now rough iron. Where's my rough iron? Yeah. Okay. Let me do my plate mail metal. Let me get that in the old vortex shaker over here. Sorry, not very exciting painting. Different kinds of paints, new paints I've never had. Like what different brands? I paint with Vallejo almost solely. I still have a lot of Citadel hanging out, but I moved to Vallejo. But I also use Citadel washes and contrast paints. I actually got a lot of minis over the Christmas holiday. Let me get some out. Yo. This crazy shit. Citadel paint. I got some minis for Christmas. This guy, an Etten, Reaper Mini Etten. His heads were down there, etc. I bought this guy, the Fire Giant. I'll put him in this camera. This gigantic Fire Giant. He's not that gigantic. I got this thing, Borbia Gymus. Don't even know what it is. And I got this cool set of Reaper Blood Demons. Who knows? And I still have the whole tribe of goblins that I've been painting forever. So, $200 for the paints. I don't even think about it. Paints are expensive. Paints are expensive, but it's easy to buy them one at a time. You know, $7. Well, here, New Zealand dollars, a paint is between $7 and $9. You know, I think, okay, I'll buy a paint, $7. Who cares? Then you look at your paint tray here, and I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15. I've probably got 30, 45, 60 paints looking at me. You know, so whatever. I got like $500 worth of paints right there. There's a lot of money on paints. Of course. Right. So it's like kind of boring perhaps, but I'm just going to paint some hardware for a while. You guys don't mind? Take a sip of beer. What's going on in the world of North American D&D? God, GaryCon's coming up soon. It's coming. I'm not going this year, so I'm kind of jealous, but that's all right. Let me see how this is going. Okay, yeah, here's me painting. Well, I can tell this is not going to be very exciting for the viewer. I'm really sorry about that. Maybe I'll paint something else. Well, I don't have anything else prepped. Sorry, viewer. Okay, I'll do a couple of these like that. No, maybe go to something else. I'll just use my silver for a while. I suppose I might as well just keep using the silver paint that I have laid down here. But instead of just watching me paint doors, we can talk about stuff. So, for example, like I said a bit ago, I am over the Christmas break. I pretty much read the 1E Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, DMG, and Player's Handbook. And that's the game I started with originally. Actually, no, I did Basic. But, I just really think I want to get back to that system. So I don't know. I'm not gonna convince my current players to just all of a sudden morph into 1E players, but that's why I'm gonna maybe strike up a game with another set of folks, my high school buddies, and play a 1E campaign. I don't think I need to do the outside. Okay. Do these two doors as well. $8 plus tax for each bottle here for 14 for 135. Oh, more tax. 8 here is like 10 for you. And 135 is 167. Yeah. Canadian dollars are that, weak. The New Zealand dollar is super weak. Right now we're like 55 US cents. Insanity. How many Canadian cents to the US dollar? I can't worry too much about how nice I paint these guys. I do have to have somewhat of a life and not just only paint doors on camera. Maybe this is a bad painting choice. Is it? Is this a bad painting choice for streaming? Those are good looking doors though. These doors, I did the smart thing and I painted them, the wood section. I washed the wood section and then I dry brushed the wood section before doing any of the hardware. Because that allowed me to really get in there with the dry brushing, you know? And make them look nice, which they do. It's a long process. You got to kind of, you can't just smash them out. You got to kind of like one day of painting and maybe washing. And then you let them sit. Then you do the dry brushing. But one cat is 70 cents. Okay, so you're 70 cents to the US dollar, and I'm like 55 cents to the US dollar. Look, America. God damn it. No, I'm kidding. I am from there originally, so got American roots. Okay, there's those 4 doors. My doors are slightly different colors. I guess I'll just keep doing these doors and then I'll go back to do the flip side of them. This massive Gamescape 3D 1 to 0.56 ends at 0.56. Yeah, 0.56. Yeah, so in my time, in my 14 years in New Zealand or whatever it's been, there has been a time when it was as high as maybe 6.5 or so. But really, it is just difficult for me to go to the US. It is so expensive for me. Pretty much expensive for me anywhere except, you know, Southeast Asia or Samoa. But enough about international finance. How are folks doing in their role-playing worlds, their D&D worlds? John Sear, how's your campaign going? You're kind of, when we've talked in the past, there have been issues, correct? How's everyone these days? Door hardware. It's a long time. Oof. Seriously, all this hardware. This is kind of a strange soundtrack. Map chamber is what this is called on tabletop audio. Anyway, listen to a good Greycast episode today. It was on the Backloonish, or the Backloony, I guess is what you would say. The Backloony are the people. Backloonish is an adjective. So check out Greycast right there. If you're in the World of Greyhawk fantasy setting, they're at 4 years of podcasts now. 4 whole years they've been doing this. I'll look at these doors done tonight. That'll be nice. After that, I can move on to some tiles. And maybe next week, I'll get back to the Goblin Horde. I don't want to start, have all these new models as I just showed off everybody. But I want to kind of complete the Goblin Horde I'm doing before I jump on a whole new set of models, you know? The completionist in me. The completionist. Anybody got any goals for 2025? I told my daughter I'm going to try to be nicer. Very matter of fact. I don't beat around the bush. Just tell it the way I think it is. Brutal honesty, some may say. Others may say a bit of insensitivity. So I'm trying to perhaps recognize that. Oh God, just even talk about that. I fucking hate it. Just talk about it. I fucking hate it. I really like brutal honesty. That's my whole thing. Brutal friggin' honesty. For example, if you were to say watching you paint doors is incredibly boring, I couldn't disagree. But I thank you for being here nonetheless. I've got to clue my high school buddies into my... Maybe I will. Yeah, I'll email them for next week. Let's see if they're into it. Move this forward a bit. We've got a great new light that you can't see. It's definitely off camera, but wow, I really, really like it. It's just a battery-driven magnifying light. The battery kind of thing used for power tools. What here is called, there's a company called Ryobi. I don't know if they have that company in North America or not. You know, like it's like Makita, cheap Makita, I guess. Cheap Makita. But I got a Ryobi drill. So I had the battery and the mag light that goes with the same battery. It's really good quality. It's super flexible. It's the ticket. Okay, one more. One more door. Look at all those door hardwares. Wow. One more. Knife to the backside of them all. Aren't you lucky? I have to wash them all. That's pretty easy though. At this stage. Maybe I'll also get to some of those tiles tonight. And next week, like I said, next week I'll move off the boring terrain and stuff and go back to minis. John's here. My Elephant game is basically reset now. There's two other slime folk, a witch, and a sword mage. A rat that's a marksman gun shooter. Kitsune Nightmare, dream shifter. There were a Titan half dragon players, but they left. Wow. That is quite the set of PCs. It's here. Quite the set of PCs, if I do say so. Yeah. Wow, wow, wow. Oops, over here, over there. Okay. Oof. That. What? That's insanity. How'd they all meet? All those things. Seriously. Yeah. It's insanity. Even played as before, plus Baldur's Gate setup. Dang it. Huh. Ugh, I'm going to shout out my social media. That's funny. That's funny. Okay. Might spin this. Okay. Do this. Yep. Wow. How do I do this? I'm going to put one up there. That line is first. That line is second. Okay, I'll put these over there when I'm done. Oof. Some of a backbreaker, this whole thing here. Here, that is quite the non-standard campaign, if I may be so bold to say that. Quite the non-standard campaign. They start off in a murder mystery. And that's all homebrewed by you, or do you use a little bit of kind of pre-developed D&D adventures? And it's all online, I assume, because you're in the middle of nowhere, right? What a nice middle of nowhere. God, I have a great job, but sometimes I just want to play D&D and paint minis all day. Seriously. My job isn't even a job. It's an adventure. The U.S. like the U.S. Navy. Okay, I've never done Descent into Avernus, so I don't know. But I mean, well, Descent into Avernus, isn't that like, I mean, Avernus, so yeah, into the Hells. In that adventure, don't you ultimately kind of do battle against or meet Tiamat? Is that the big bad, the ultimate big bad? One of my friends is playing in Descent to Avernus, and he plays online with a bunch of his buddies, and they pay a professional DM to DM them. And they've been playing they've been playing that adventure for 2 years. I think they play. Well, they play on Saturday nights, almost every Saturday, but not quite almost every Saturday. Oof. Hey, Gru's, Jesus, how do you say that? Gruzy Barracker Grizzly. Hey, Gruzy Barracker Grizzly. Good to see you. It is a mini painting channel. Grizzly, it's easy. It's a mini painting and D&D playing channel. On New Zealand Wednesday nights, which is what it is right now in New Zealand, we paint minis. Right now I'm doing boring terrain doors for a gigantic castle that I have behind me. And on New Zealand Sunday afternoons, we play live D&D around the table here at my house in our Greyhawk campaign of many years. Right now, the party is in the state of Bissell, in the Barrier Peaks, and they're going through the lost caverns of Sajkant. Here is, if you're curious, a link to my World Anvil site where that's all detailed. Just Grizzly, all before the AKA is in Swiss German. Griesberg. Are you Swiss or German? I like Griesberg. Grizzly's nice. Grizzly works. So Grizzly, yes. My Twitch name is Armin. My real name is Ethan. I am an expat U.S. citizen who's lived in New Zealand for, I don't know, 13 years. Before that, I lived in London for many years. So you don't get a cool accent with me, but we're coming at you from New Zealand. Yeah. So I paint minis, paint terrain. You can see a bunch of my minis there in the slide carousel in the screen. Right now I'm painting doors to this massive castle. Let's see if I can show the castle a bit. That's the castle right there. See that? I have a 3D printer, so I 3D print all this terrain. That is a 7-level castle. I'm currently making doors for. It's from Gamescape 3D is where that castle is from. Swiss German, I know. I don't know Swiss German, but so you're there near the Basel side of Switzerland, perhaps. It's been a long time since I was in Switzerland. But I have been to that fine country. I think. So yeah, Grizzly, this is my normal New Zealand Wednesday night. This must be Wednesday crack of dawn for you, Wednesday morning. I have some other friends from Europe who come on every now and then. Someone from Austria, I think, and a friend from Sweden. And yeah, sorry I'm painting boring doors right now. Basel is mostly German. We have a contest States. Oh, okay. But Basil's in the right kind of direction, right? I mean, for example, you're not near the Italian side. Which I'm thinking of. I like tennis. So, Yannick Sinner, right? He's Italian, but he's really from near Switzerland, isn't he? And I think his first language is German. Okay, moving through doors, more doors. Sorry for the boring doors, but you know, thine will be done, as they say. I was supposed to work on the ones at the airport, so I assume you landed at actually no, this was far out. I was in. This was. Hey, doors. This was when? This was in the early 90s. I'm an old man. So actually, I was with my Swedish buddy, and we were looking at medical schools for him to go to in former Eastern Germany because they're cheap. They were cheap. And so I think we went from. We trained. You know, that's when you had Euro passes, right? In the 90s. Took a train from somewhere in former Eastern Germany to somewhere in Switzerland, but I know I was in Basel. But Grizzly, are you a D&D player, a mini painter, a terrain maker and printer and painter, constructor? Let me wait. So you tell me we're there? No, the Berlin Wall had recently. Wasn't there in '89. I was there in about. Actually, no. The first time I went to Europe was '89. That's the year I graduated high school in the United States. And then I went again in about '93. When '89 with my parents, I met up with my friend from Sweden. I am. I'm fucking 54 years old. I was there in '89 as a 19-year-old. And then again, I was there like in '93-ish, backpacking for 9 months, as people do, from Sweden to Egypt, basically. Someone's gotta be old. Ha! Your body hasn't even started to fall apart yet, Grizzly, so shut up. No. Stay active, dude. Stay active. What do I do? Anyways, yeah, so I'm a 54-year-old DM. Work mostly in Greyhawk. I play 5e, 1e, Pathfinder, Shadow Dark, and a couple other games with my friends. But this is not my day job. I have a day job, which is also a really good day job. But yeah, so sorry you don't get the New Zealand accent with me. We have other friends in here as well, from North America, all over. Hopefully some Kiwi friends will pop by. But as I said, this is my normal New Zealand Wednesday night stream. Always welcome. I need to get my Instagram up here. But if you're a mini painter or a terrain maker and you want to show off some of your wares, go to my Discord, and there's a channel for mini pictures, and we can look at your minis, and I'll take those pictures and I'll put up online here, and we'll look at them and positively criticize them, critique them, give them constructive comments, to help us all. So, Diadems, it grew at 30. I gotta close it. Dude, seriously, Diadems. I have a belt that I bought the year I started university in 1989 at the Gap in Seattle. I still have the belt. The kind of loop broke off, but I used the belt for like field work, like I use it for dirty yard work. But that belt, god damn it, 99, 2009, 19. That belt is 35 years old. I have a 35-year-old belt. Seriously, Diadems, I'm with you. That's okay, we accept all here. All ages, denominations, colors, creeds. Oh, that's not supposed to be... that auto thing is not really supposed to be going. My schedule's no longer messed up. Let me take that timer off. Yeah. My schedule is now back to normal. Ooh! Yeah, Diadems would be awesome. I'll take them. I have... Look at my collection over here. I got second edition DMG, second edition Player's Handbook, and I bought recently from a guy online the second edition of Tome of Magic. So those are the 3 second edition books I have. Anyway, you should ask what I have to do with D&D. I'm a DM in 2 groups. One party plays a complete off-script version of Dragon's Ice PK. The others play already my homebrew continent, Eisenheim. The Whispering Deck Quest. What is the Whispering Deck Quest? That sounds like Magic the Gathering kind of stuff, which I know pretty much nothing about. Gosh, this is super watery, this paint now. Sitting around too long. Yeah, we're getting there, folks. We're getting there. Sorry, my eyes are super watery. Right. Oh. Grizzly, I also drink beer on this stream. Outline painting. Ultimate goal is to get sponsored by a beer company. A good beer company. But given that I am old, as we've already discussed, God, it gets really hard to drink beer at night and feel good in the morning. That's something I've looked forward to. Grizzly, just so you know. Difficult recoveries from drinking. Maybe you don't drink? And if so, I was going to make a crude comment. If so, fuck off. No. Gosh, doors. Diadems, when's the last time you played D&D? December 23rd. Okay, good. So not that long ago, because you had a drought for a while. What'd you do on the 23rd? What was the game? DMing, playing? What were the deets? Oh, 2023. Holy god damn it. Die. The Diadems, what do you think about maybe getting in on an online game of potentially 1E with my high school buddies? Wouldn't have to be a commitment, but it could be just a one-off, even an NPC or a hireling or something like that. You've given me and the channel so much, I want to kind of invite you to do that. If you want. If you don't want, that's fine. No pressure. You're down? Okay, cool. Hoping to have some kind of first session, either a session 0 or just a session. I'm gonna say sometime within the next month and a half, 6 weeks. Okay, Grizzly guy found a playing card box in a house with a former owner vanished from the earth the year before. Some card in it to bond with the item. The demon who created this deck appeared and told him to collect more cards and face me a year from now on in a card battle. Probably saw that guy's letter on the blackboard. Now they're off to fight. Okay, well that's a good setup. When will the card battle occur? Okay, the items. I gotcha. Bro and DPC. Cool. Part is the cards are for a person. Ooh, okay. Do they know that yet? Does your party know that? It's like, so they're gonna get trapped in the cards or something like that? Yeah, this is the last set of hinges. Okay. Woof. So I've done hinges on all these doors now. Get them all there. Wow. Hinges in the front and the back. Now I'm going to do the bolts on them. And then the handles, bolts, far out. Let's let those sit for a second. And the cards whisper. This is in your homebrew world of whatchamacall? Eisenheim? What's Eisenheim mean in Swiss German? It must mean something. I'd like to share some paintwork. Well, if you want, it doesn't matter. Let's check them out. I was joking about constructive criticism. We just want to see your stuff. So if you post them in that mini pictures channel on my Discord, I'll then grab them and we can look at them together online. If you go to that channel, you can see all kinds of pictures. Jesus, yeah. Oh yeah, me and a guy. Oh lordy, we're talking about motorcycles. That's his motorcycle. I have a couple Harleys. Yeah. Funny. So it's supposed to be mini pictures in that channel, but some other stuff gets dropped in there too occasionally. That's just That's just a place for us to drop pictures that I can then put online. Iron Home, Iron World. Ah, that's cool. That's cool. Right. Okay. Yeah, now I'm going to start doing the little bits of hardware. Yeah, I guess. Okay. Let's see. Decorated class. So, what kind of monsters and stuff is in your world? Is it a basic? Is it high fantasy? Is it sword and sorcery? Is it kind of mecha kind of stuff? What is it? I'm right now using my vortex mixer for a paint, mixing this paint. So there's a vortex mixer. Oh, you can't see it. A vortex mixer. Got a short cord. And it's a USB-C power cord, but it will not run off my computer. My computer can't pump enough power into it, but that's alright. Okay. Almost there. Almost there. Man, my family's home. No. That's the plate metal, damn it. I was taking the wrong paint. Check my rough iron paint now. That's okay. We'll get there soon. So yeah, I'm really, having read 1E, DMG, and PHB, I really want to play 1E Dungeons & Dragons. I played 1E Dungeons & Dragons about a year ago at GaryCon, and it was the best game I played in living memory. They found a Discord, and now we're going to put them put them in the mini pictures section, the mini pictures channel. That way I just know where they are. So pop them in there, and then I'll put them on screen, and we can look at them together. My family is home, I can tell. John's here. I know 1E, dude. 1E is the shit. Seriously, want to play 1E forever. Trish Talker! Good to see you. Yeah, 2025. I am painting doors tonight. Painting doors to go with the gigantic castle I have here in the room, which I'm sure, Trish Talker, you must have investigated a little bit, didn't you? I'd be sad if you didn't. Did you investigate the giant castle in this room? Scared to lift. Scared to lift too much? So what did you lift? It's got 7 levels. The top base. Yeah. There's all these doors are for this castle. Trish Talker is in my Greyhawk based D&D campaign, which we're playing this weekend on Sunday, New Zealand Sunday. So come on back for the D&D. Yeah, right now I'm just doing iron pieces here. You Barrett and you. So what did Barrett think of all my stuff? Did you go through books and whatnots? All the stuff I got in this room? The best choice is iron, but that's alright. My GaryCon lanyard, indeed. my best conference ever, academic or otherwise. So Trish Talker is again in the campaign that we play on Sundays. We're getting back into because I've been away all Christmas holidays. But we're getting back into it this coming Sunday. So if you want to look at that campaign, you go here. This World Anvil site, you'll find Trish Talker's character Ravine and backstory on Ravine and the sessions Ravines have been involved in, etc. So Ash was saying that it's his goal to have a room like that. Yeah, we're like going through old school books again. Yes. The D&D movie in the lair. You're not gonna damage any of this stuff. These books are old, so you can't hurt it. Honestly, funny. Hey Grizzly, I don't see your pictures yet. Did you put them in the mini pictures channel? Okay. Now I'm gonna do some black paint. Yeah, that beer is from Garage Project, right? And this beer right here, this is a Garage Project beer, and why it's important to me is because of a famous Dungeons and Dragons artist whose name is Larry Elmore, and he did not do this beer can because this is from New Zealand from last year or so. But he's a very famous D&D artist. For example, this is one of his iconic paintings right here on the cover of Dragon magazine, and Larry painted that. And I took this can of beer to GaryCon and met Larry Elmore in the bar and had him sign it. So he signed it there, the can Elmore. So that's why this can of beer will never be opened. Yeah. Anywho. Well, Trish Talker, when's the last time you talked to Mana? I wonder what he's up to these days. Like, I just haven't had a chance to email him. It's like, oh, Bear was saying that. I'm not going to toot my own horn, but they, I have some street cred in the GaryCon, in the Greyhawk community. I have some street cred. I get mentioned on some of the streams and in the Greycast podcast every now and then. People look forward to my attendance. Oh, you okay? Yeah. No, I've got to get a hold of Mana. Just check in, make sure he's okay. I'm sure he's okay, but oh, when's he going to Malta? That's not like March or something, right? Okay. More painting. Yeah, March. Okay. I'm trying to do the really basic paint job on these guys. But it still takes a long time. Criminy. Oh my god, yeah. Oh my god, I see him now. Jesus Christ. Look at all those pictures, Grizzly. Those are awesome. Jesus Christ. What do we choose to look at? So this is Grizzly from Switzerland. Let's look at some of his minis. Okay, anything in particular? Okay. Okay, that one's pretty friggin'... Look at that thing, my god. Those are impressive. Oh, there's a wolf with a sword. I like that. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna... Okay, download to where? Okay, blam. Blam! Let me get a couple of these images here. I like that wolf. Wow. He's cool. He's cool. Well, whatever. Let me do something. And this bug creature thing. Good God, that alien creature. That's pretty cool. We're going to look at some images by Grizzly that he's done. You're right. It's, yeah. Not very intuitive. And that guy with the shieldy thing. I'm saving a couple of images of yours here and we'll look at them online together. And that bug thing. What the fuck is that? Jesus. And this big thing. That's crazy. Okay. Nice job, nice job. Let me load some stuff up. So this is Grizzly. Oh, great eggs. Yeah, that'd be good. This is Grizzly. Let's look at some of his stuff. Okay, this one first. This is just a wolf. Not just a wolf. This is a wolf. Bing. Perhaps you can see that. That is a wolf that Grizzly did. That's super cool. Your sword's very nice. It's a really cool, yeah, it's a really cool wolf. And that's very good. Very nice. Very nice. Let's look at another one. This is some bug creature. That's pretty impressive too. Nice, nice, nice. Next. Let's look at the next one. This guy with a shield. What is that guy? He's got a sword back behind him and a green shield in front of him. Is that what that is? Oh, just an orc. Okay. He's fucking big, though. Lunar Borealis. Ha! Cool, cool, cool. And another one. This bug thing. Is this what you use as an ank egg? That's pretty damn cool. That's a seriously nice paint job, man. An ogre skin shield. Like it, I like it. And it's got a nice sand base there. And is that like a chihuahua in front of it with a hat on and a blue coat? The fuck is that? Seriously, what is that? I think it's a chihuahua. I'm glad you're a mini painter, Grizzly. It's always cool to... And I see you got a Vallejo paint bottle there. An arm of a space... Okay, an arm of a space marine. Okay, okay, okay. I see the blood. Okay, the bloody stump of it now. Funny, funny, funny. Nice. Very cool stuff. Very cool stuff. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll leave that picture up there. I'm just going to get go to the toilet and get another beer. So just hang on. I'll leave this stuff right here. It's a 20. That's that big. Jesus God. I don't paint minis that big. Well, no, I have before, but that's a massive thing. Wow. Okay, I'll be back in just 1 minute. Stay tuned. Stay tight. I'm back. Sorry for the delay. Yes, if you put that, they do lose their shit. I agree. What do I have? I have some kind of big minis. Yeah. No. Yeah, this guy. This guy is only like 10 centimeters. This thing. This is like a mega fire elemental. This is probably 15 centimeters. I don't have any minis that big. One day I'm gonna get one of those massive dragons, that cost $300, and do that, but not this week. Yeah, this is just a basic whatever. I painted with glass paints with transparent paints. This guy, gal, actually, it is a gal. It's a fire elemental, and she's got fire boobs. You can see fire boobs and a fuzzy face. I did on purpose. But I don't. My biggest mini. That's like my biggest mini. I'm looking around. I got. This storm giant. He's pretty big. But this guy, he's pretty big. But still, he's not. I need to get a massive mini. One of these days I will. I'll splurge. Okay. Back to the paintings. I know fire is. I haven't painted good fire for a long time. Like I said, this guy, I used glass paint. It's called glass paint here, and it's basically the kind of paint you use to create, that hobbyists use to mimic or create stained glass. So this is yellow and red glass paint to create, layered on each other to create those effects on a clear mini. It's one of those clear minis, right? And I think, yeah, as in, what you can see through, GLASS, glass paint, as in a window glass. That's what it's called in New Zealand. And again, it's used for hobbyists to make stained glass. Such miracles exist. Here, let me get some of it out. I have it right here. Yes. Here is some sky blue glass paint. What's it? Yeah. So translucent, transparent paint. That even looks like it's European, so probably get it where you live. Yep, indeed. What else do I have with that on it? I usually use that glass paint for spell effects, because the translucent spell effects, that kind of stuff. Okay. Back to painting. But yeah, so you use those minis in your live gaming. Is that the case, Grizzly? Mm-hmm. 55 what? $55? That's not a whole lot of money to lose, frankly. 55 jars of paint? What? I'm gonna paint the other side. These things. Yeah. Sorry, folks. This is assembly line painting. Not really an artistic endeavor. This is full-on assembly line painting I'm doing here. Oh, what happened there? We got a follow from, thanks for that follow, Grizzly. Thank you for that. Like I said, this is not my day job. It's always fun to get follows. But yeah, glad you're here. Keep coming back if you like. Or, do you stream anything? Because if you want to be shouted out for your stream, we'll do that. Yeah, not my day job doing this. This is my Wednesday and Sunday nights and Sunday days. Occasional extra days every now and then. Okay, just trying to figure out now what to paint next on all these doors I have here as I spin around my workstation. Doors. On my big castle behind me, these are the doors I did yesterday. This is the main door into the castle. I made it metal. And so I painted it in rough iron and then washed it in orange, then then some dry brush in kind of a green. That's this metal door to get into the whole thing. It's a big trap door here. I did a couple nights ago. So I have to go back to work. Oh, yeah. Awesome, Grizzly. See you around. No, I don't stream. I wouldn't send the pressure if somebody watching. I'm not good at what I do. I'm actually a professor, so I'm used to babbling on in front of people for hours on end. That's my day job. All right, come back when you can, man. Go to work, and yeah, hope to see you around too. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for the follow. And I'm gonna pour myself a beer in honor of your going back to work. This is Behemoth Music City Mosaic Hop IPA. 6.5%. Nashville inspired beer. All right. We'll pour this beer and then keep painting the doors. Yep, DMN Mini Painter. Maybe that's kind of like a... That smells like orange juice. Pretty good, okay. Yeah, to be a DMN Mini Painter and Terrain Maker, maybe that's kind of a not common combination. You're either kind of a mini painter and a terrain maker, or you're a DM, but maybe it's not always combined. I don't know. I mean, I'm not good at talking, but the comment paint talk could be too much. Yeah, I don't get much painting done. I do too much talking. Here's my doors. I might pull this back a bit and not use my magnifying glass. Okay. Here we are. Doors one side, I have to do the other side. Yeah, I need the, yeah. Okay. It's all pretty, it's acrylic dry really quickly, so we'll now go and do this side. Actually, I do need my bag with me. This side of these, this is the bolts, the hinges that I'm doing here in black. That's that stuff. That's so you know. That's what that is. It's over there. It's over there. Then we'll do them. Just talk. I think it's funny you guys didn't want to pull apart my castle because you were afraid. Yeah, you really can't break it. The only reason I wouldn't want you to look at it because then you would know what's inside it when I someday spring it upon you guys. Yeah, the note. Actually, those are all old notebooks. Um, and my current notebook I had with me in Seattle because I thought I might take jot down notes or whatever. Yeah, those are all old notebooks. Some of them like notebooks from the '80s. Nope, old. Did you have any watch parties with Fauna while you were here? There's that. Oh, you watched Seinfeld. I watched some Seinfeld uh, at my mother's house because it's in the U.S. and Seinfeld is still like on every night on some channels, like on the kind of local channels. You can watch Seinfeld every single night, multiple times. So I did watch some Seinfeld episodes. That was pretty fun. And I watched American football, which Tim Mackel told me they actually play live on free to air here, which I find shocking. Shocking. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna do the. Okay, wait. Got the door. Do the Festivus episode. Nice. That is a classic. Festivus for the rest of us. Funny. God. When I was there, what was I watching? What? I think I watched the episode where he can't remember his girlfriend's name. Except that it rhymes with a female body part or something like that, yeah. And they guess that it's Mulva. So that was very funny. Okay. These doors are taking some time, but we're getting there. I need to redo my. There we go. So you can see the hot door painting action better. So I got a infinite domain. Alex hasn't responded yet. I don't know if she's going to join us on Sunday or not, but I'll try to force her to tell me one way or the other tomorrow. Yeah, wow. Assembly line door painting. Not that exciting. I realize. Whew. Okay. There we are, though. Okay. I'll direct message her tomorrow to make sure that she's cool or she's got the message or whatever. Yeah, I have to practice. It's been a long time since I DM'd you guys. Gotta get back in the... Although I DM'd twice over Christmas holidays, so I kind of know what I'm doing. Right. I gotta let stuff kind of dry before I spit it around. That wasn't a very good plan on my part. What else can I do with those sides? Not much. One thing I can do is I can... Okay, so the handle here, I need to make a different... I'll make a brass handle. Bronze. Yeah. Brass handles, cool. Brass handles for these doors, okay? Oh, we played some games. She was game Sam's game last Sunday. We were saying we were and he's starting to call. Ooh. Okay. I might play CFC. Call of Cthulhu is it's played like in a 2-year game, right? With me, Andy, and Chris from Christchurch. Call of Cthulhu is... We were so timid, and I think in my first Cthulhu game I died like in the second session. A creature shot me with a you have in Call of Cthulhu you have like anywhere between like 2 and 8 hit points, and things like shotguns do like 5 to 10 hit points of damage, which rightfully so. Someone shoots you with a gun, you're dead. So the goal in Call of Cthulhu is to not get into combat. Oh yeah, my character totally went insane. Well, he didn't go insane, but yeah. So not getting in combat is key to survival, because if you get in a gun battle, you're just dead. Or if you get in a battle with these like elder beings from outer space, which is what is the backstory of all of Call of Cthulhu, you're just toast. Yeah. It's fun, though. I want to play first edition D&D. But I don't know. Yeah. I can do the occasional Thursday night, or whenever you guys play Thursday night Call of Cthulhu. One of the things I want to do, one of my kind of, not New Year's goal, but kind of like realizations, is that I want to mix up my role playing a bit. Yeah, Grey League. Not just, and don't get me wrong, not just playing our 5e campaign every Sunday, but I want to have a bit more variety. And what that might mean is we don't play that game. I don't DM that game every Sunday. Maybe I DM that game 3 Sundays out of 4, or whatever, 4 Sundays out of 6. But every now and then I'm going to take a Sunday and do something different and like play with another group online, a different system, or get you guys, or we all play a different system, different campaign, different system, just to mix it up a bit. I just felt like I wanted this more variety in my role playing besides the every Sunday D&D 5e. Mix it up playing in my... That's right, Greg, I'll do it. Absolutely. Mix it by playing in your world when you're back. That's absolutely. Greg, when do you get back here? When are you gonna be in Auckland again? Yeah, mixing. I gotta mix things up a bit just to keep it fresh. Belgian Tom, the Belgian's in the house. Belgian's in the house. That's a big brush. Belgian Tom is lounging in Aussie right now. I joke, not lounging, but kind of? I don't know. These doors aren't looking too bad. So this one is all done. Okay. Now I'm doing these pull rings. Okay, I see here. Ha! Yeah, Trish, did you drive the car? I've driven it like twice. Sorry. Maybe 3 times. I think when we got back from the States, I drove it maybe the first day I was back. Just like, okay, I don't know, it's been driven for a month, so I'll drive to the grocery store. Mhm. Okay, yeah, so it's only been driven like 5 times maximum in since you've been gone. Really? Yeah, Tom, it'd be super fun to um so back in Europe, is this your Greyhawk Pathfinder 2E campaign? And have you seen the new 5e DMG Grey League with the Greyhawk section in it? Because they do talk about there's also a chunk on Greyhawk environs, and they talk about Diamond Lake, Mist Marsh, etc. Where fuck. So I played both in your Diamond Lake game, and in your um Elmshire Murders game. All my doors with their brass poles. Yeah, actually, it's good we're playing this weekend, Trish Talker. And hopefully we can play it the following weekend as well. I'm gonna be gone for 2 Sundays, I think. I'm gonna be gone for like Sunday, the first Sunday of field school, and the Sunday after that. So it's like end of last 2 Sundays of February. Maybe last 3. So I'm going to Samoa and to GMI. Ahu Ahu. Damn it. So I finished Trish Talker, the second book of the Assassins series, Robin Hobb, and now I'm reading a different book just to break it up a bit. But I got the third book in the Assassins series, and I got a author signed copy. I bought it in Seattle at the University of Washington bookstore because the author is actually from Washington State, and so they had a bunch of signed copies. And actually, they have she's written all kinds of freaking books, as you I think have told me, different series, and like there was a graphic novel of the Assassins books, and all kinds of stuff. Oh yeah, okay, you got to so Grayling, when you get back to Europe, are you gonna kind of begin anew, like find a group and determine the world and the system, etc., the campaign? You're gonna do that. You're not gonna go back to a previously established group and campaign. Okay. Okay, there's all the doors are now done. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish. I got the third book I haven't read yet. I'll start it next week maybe. There's this other series you mentioned to me, which I saw. So yeah, I'm looking forward to a good set of reading her stuff. That'd be kind of cool. Okay, so here's a bunch of doors I have, as you can see. I have one last thing to paint on them, and then I will wash them. Wash. You can see if you know. So these doors, the wood I've painted, washed, dry brushed, and now I'm just doing the metal parts on them. This, for those who are not aware of who we're talking about, is Miss Robin Hobb, and I believe she lives in Spokane, which is a city in eastern Washington. I think that's where she's from. Anyway, so I bought an autographed copy of the third. It was the same price as any other copy, but they also had graphic novels of the whole Assassin series, and which I didn't buy. But yeah, I didn't know how. I don't know how I well. But I was about to say I don't know how I missed her over the last 6-7 years, but she wrote these books in the 90s, right? And so they're kind of 20 years old. Is that or more? Am I got my timeline correct? So they're not current, but they're certainly still popular, right? Okay, now I've got to do that little metal piece that holds the ring pull on those doors. And that little metal piece will be what color? Maybe black. Black? Gray? I don't know. Let me just look at what black looks like on one of them. Yeah, I think black's a good color for that. It bounces off that brass ring pull that I made. Unfortunately, I don't think I should have used the rough iron for the bolts because it looks too similar to the rest of the metal, but that's alright. Or the color of the doors even. But hey, with this, all my doors will be done for the castle. Then I have to figure out how to actually paint the castle interior. And I'm going to do that massive task. Okay, now all those doors are finished. Well, I still need to wash the metal, and I will at the end of the night here. I still got some more time. I've been doing this for an hour and a half, hour and 45. I'll put these doors over there and light back, and then I'll wash them in a bit, and maybe I'll do some terrain. Not some terrain. I'll do how many doors? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 doors in a row. 12 days of Christmas. The 12 doors of Christmas. So I have some cavern tiles here, which I could paint. I can even use these this weekend. Still pretty popular, yeah. It's I really enjoyed the book. The books, I really have. Yeah, seriously. And you even said that her other series were better than the Assassin's Apprentice, etc. series. Home group is gone. The second friend is, oh yeah, NR2 still going. Okay, number 2. Well, I'll leave it up to you. Perhaps I can join home group number 2, or you do a different group. We'll see. But just to welcome everyone into the stream. This is New Zealand Wednesday night. We're painting doors for a giant castle I have back here, which you can't see. And I'm gonna paint some tiles here. These are Fat Dragon Games cavern tiles, and so I gotta wash those doors. Although they must say they look really good. Okay, do stuff. Grey League. We'll see you soon. Okay. Grey League. I should put. I don't think I have it on here. Sorry. Grey League is the creator of a YouTube channel dedicated to Greyhawk content. And if you go here, seriously, if you're at all into Greyhawk, go to that channel, subscribe to that channel, and you'll get great Greyhawk content. Peoples, places, and important NPCs, all kinds of stuff on the World of Greyhawk fantasy setting. I think next up, correct me if I'm wrong, the next video will be on Bissell. Is that right? The Elijah Trader series. It's in the Fool series next in the ring. Huh. Okay. Yeah, get back on the videos. Yeah, the next one is not, the one on Bissell is not out yet. Trash Talker. I think it's his next upload. And I'm gonna do a bit of editing with Belgian Tom on it. So hopefully it'll be up soon. Right. I'm gonna paint some of these tiles here. I've got to get out my old. Got to get my tile scheme out. So wait a second. Let me find my old tiles so I can do the same paint scheme. Okay, thank God. I've got some tiles here. I can find. I can match the paint scheme to some degree. Christ, what is that paint scheme? Okay, I think it's some tan earth, perhaps. Maybe some maroon. Maybe this one. It's now brown. Now let's do something a bit redder. Dark red even. Oof, that's a bit red. Light brown. Burnt umber. Okay, and then kind of a silver gray. No. Something kind of greenish. Look at my paint, sorry. Smoke. No. Silver gray. And or maybe I'll use Ryan Rich. Okay. Okay. Got a series of paints now to use for these tiles. The doors are done except for washing, so I'll put these paints back. Doors. Pardon me. I'm going to reposition my paints. Right, now we'll do some tiles, wash those doors. Good to go. Welcome, viewers. This is Wednesday night in New Zealand. Been working on doors here for my giant Gamescape 3D castle. Just back there. Giant Gamescape 3D castle. Working on doors for that castle. But in the meantime, while these doors are drying a bit before I do a wash of the metal bits, put them up there. I'm going to work on some Fat Dragon Games tiles. Camera tiles. Easy peasy. Okay, put that back. That brush back. I'm just going to do some orange. That orange brown. Some orange brown on this guy. And these can be washed in Agrax, that's right. These are all corner pieces. Right. Actually, the last episode of Greycast, Trish Talker and others who are out there, the last episode of Greycast was on the Backlooney, which are one of the quote-unquote races of Greyhawk, and inhabit the western Flanness. And it just came out a couple days ago. I listened to it today while walking the dog. This episode of Greycast, the last one, is on the Backloonish. So check it out. Okay. I'm now going to do some painting of tiles. While those doors, I guess I'm just going to, my normal tile painting is kind of smack shit on there. Just got these four tiles. I'll get these done, Trish Talker, for our game on Sunday, I promise. I have a 3D printer and I print all these tiles, and we use this kind of stuff in our live D&D games around the table on New Zealand Sundays. We'll be having a game this New Zealand Sunday. Back to our regularly scheduled programming after a long break for the Christmas holidays where I was overseas. We'll be back at it. But on this channel, we'd like to talk about miniatures, terrain, painting, those things, D&D, other tabletop role-playing games, primarily D&D, primarily 5e, but other stuff, Shadow Dark, 1e, 3.5. Those are my Pathfinder. Those are my areas of knowledge, but mostly 5e and 1e. Trying to get more back into 1e from my childhood days in the 80s. See if we can do that. I use too much of this paint. Didn't need so much. Okay. Just these four tiles, those doors. I like these doors. They've turned out well for the most part. And I'll do a nice no-metal wash on those to make them look good. I could tonight even go to some minis. I have two Zorns, which are prepped and ready to go. It needs to be a pretty easy paint job, frankly. With some contrast paints. These two Zorn. Maybe. We'll see if we get to that. But again, any of you folks who are here, any kind of and stuff you want to talk about your campaigns, your rule sets. If you are a painter and you want to, or a terrain creator and you want to show off your wares, you can send your pictures to the mini pictures channel in my Discord, and we'll check them out on stream together here in a safe and supportive environment. Go to the Discord, go to the mini pictures or mini figs channel, post your figures in there, and we'll take a look at them. Okay, Iron Range Skin, a really awesome paint. I mean, I like Citadel paints, but I'm sorry. The Citadel paint bottles are the worst invention on the planet. The boss. I mean, why do they make dropper bottles? Everyone wants dropper bottles. Why doesn't Citadel make dropper bottles? It sucks that they do not. Sucks. If they made dropper bottles, I'd buy their paints. This is an old paint. Now I buy Vallejo because they make dropper bottles. And I'll never buy anything else except Citadel for washes and contrast paints. It's so fucking hard. Seriously. So effing hard. Okay. Far out. The Trish Talker, we've got to get Barrett to play a game. When can we get him into a game? Oh, seriously, I said this. He would totally do a one-off session here or there. But okay, yeah. Maybe on one of these times when I do some kind of one-off session, as I just spoken about, different rule set, different campaign, whatever. Remind me, and let's try to get him hooked into that. Okay. No, so I need a brown here. Tanner is better. Yeah. Yeah, we can do it. We can give him a couple of weeks' notice, no problem. Okay. A couple things left here. These side pieces. So here's these corner pieces I'm doing. A series of corner pieces. All the same piece. 4 of them. Just so this kind of Fat Dragon Games tile set. This is a finished tile. This is kind of my cavern tile system. This is the kind of color scheme I go for. Liquid, there's water in some of them, so that's clear nail polish that I put to give it a bit of a shiny stuff for that. I know the caverns are awesome. I don't have enough. My caverns are lacking in number. So what I need to do now is I need to just spend time printing and painting cavern tiles. I've got a lot of dungeon tiles, but not enough. Never enough. But I'm definitely deficient in cavern tiles. So that's what we got to do. Get more cavern tiles going. So yeah, I should print like 10 or so tiles a week and paint them. That's a lot though. I mean, I can print, I can easily print 25 tiles a week. It's the painting part though. Painting 25 tiles a week. It's not really going to happen. That's a lot. This is 4 tiles here. Yeah, painting 25 tiles a week. Woof. Along with other stuff and just living, working. That would be difficult. I basically spent all day today working on 4 paragraphs of a paper. So I'm not known for my alacrity, my speed. Seriously, it took me fucking forever. Sure, Tucker, you go to Denver for the SAAs for the Melendez thing? I know you told me before. I can't remember though. Okay, brown. You need to hear. You need to hear what? Can't do 25 tiles. Okay, you're going. Yeah, yeah. Seriously, I spent like seriously, not all day. I spent 4 hours working on 4 paragraphs. Although, mind you, I had to kind of like, it wasn't just, I was reading up on the topic of the paragraphs. It's generalized linear models in a paper that Jaya and Thane and I have completed. And I'm trying to really tighten up the method section. And I had to reread a bunch of stuff on GLMs to make sure I was getting it right. So it wasn't just right, but so I was reading and writing these paragraphs for literally 4 hours, 4 paragraphs. Okay, cool. I'm gonna probably sort out my tickets and stuff for Denver in the next in the next 10 days, next week and a half. So I'll sort my stuff out too. I'm gonna be doing an Airbnb with my sister-in-law Julie. She's got an Airbnb, so probably stay with her. Just she's got like a Airbnb. It's like 15-minute walk from the conference center, so that's what I'll be doing. Right. And if okay, I'm looking at my tiles here I've done. And other paint I might need on these. The burnt umber ones. I haven't done that. Yeah. I'll do a bit of this guy. Tallow ochre. I haven't done tallow ochre. I needed that. Okay. I'm gonna do some towel. Some talent ochre on these guys. And I'm gonna wash the metal hardware on the doors. Or maybe I can wash the tiles here as well. In the morning, I can dry brush them, but not during work hours. Never do that during work hours. I think Rena and I were going to split rainbow covers, and I'm also going to try to get to Hawaii. Oh! God. Yeah, and of course the Kiwi dollar is at an all-time low against the US dollar, so I think it's like 56 cents something right now. It's friggin' insane. So, yeah, difficult. I mean, it was difficult in the US over Christmas. It's actually so expensive for Kiwi dollars. But yeah, god damn it. Okay, here's this. His butt kicked right now. It's sad. Disturbing. So do you think your mom's really gonna like that? I just, whenever I see Zoroastrianism now, I think of your mom. And so I saw an article on the archaeology of Zoroastrian cave, and I thought, okay, maybe Patricia's mom would like to read this. You have to tell me if she's at all interested in it or not. Ah, your uncle. In India or here? Funny. Huh. Just you guys. So your mom and dad, so all their families are back in India? Hmm. Okay, that's those tiles right there. Those I think are done. You can't see them out there on screen. They're done well enough for me. Now I'm gonna wash the metal components on 98. 98. I was 28 years old in 98. I was in the middle of my PhD in 98. Okay, so there's those tiles, these doors. I'm now gonna wash these door hardwares. Ha! Dude, how old's your dad, Trisha? Is he my age? Wow. Some Agrax for that. Agrax. Nuln, that's a used one. Here's Nuln. Agrax. Oh my god. I'm as old as your parents. Holy crap. I did not know that. Oh well, the way it goes. So you're so that's pretty crazy to think that when your parents were your age, they moved to an entire different country on the other side of the planet to start a new life. Yeah, that's pretty intense, isn't it? Whew. Doors. Okay. And now millennial. So, why did they move? To one of those houses down in the kind of like the Crown Lynn factory, place. Millennial. You and Mona. Okay. So they didn't own the house on Richardson you guys were in? That's good. Yeah, that's good. God, expensive. So expensive. Yeah. There's that side. Thank you. I know. I'm happy with these doors. So I took a long time to paint them in multiple steps. I did a paint job and then a wash and a dry brush, and that was all before I now did the metal. So I used to try to do it all in one shot, and you really couldn't dry brush them nicely. Um, uh, you couldn't dry brush them really well because you were afraid of hitting the metal parts. And so I did all the wood first, and now I'm doing the metal, and it takes longer, but I think it all works out. So yeah, they do look. I'm pleased with the way they look. Warm wood kind of thing, worn areas around the handles and whatnot. I tried to go for. Hopefully, they won't be lost on the massive castle model when it finally comes out. Yeah, I love terrain and miniatures. Here's one completed. This is a big trap door, not trap door. It's a big door that's on a part of the castle, and opens up, revealing. And I like the interior; looks really nice there. So that one's nice. And here's a proper kind of not trap door, but another door, part of the castle, which I finished a couple nights ago. And of course, opens up as well. Terrain and minis. Those guys got to sit for a second. I think I will kind of move. Really gonna dry off. I should go get the hair dryer to dry them off. But maybe I can wash these guys. No, they're kind of wet too. I don't know. Let me go get my last beer of the night and a hair dryer. Then we'll come back and finish all the stuff off. So please stay tuned, and back in just a minute. I'm back. Okay. My hair dryer to dry stuff off a bit, so I can then continue on. Okay. Sorry. Let me get my hair dryer sorted. Take some time. God. shit. Okay. There. Hair dryer. And there. Okay, yes. Okay. Okay. I'm on a hair dryer, so I'm gonna mute the stream again. Okay. I think that's good enough air drying. I'm gonna leave all these to dry a second more, and I'm gonna Agrax Earthshade these guys. Light forward a bit. Yep. Agrax Earthshade these tiles, which I think they can take it down. So Agraxing, there this is, and this is gonna. I'm gonna have to like really. I don't need that anymore. Or do I need these for the moment? I have a limited workspace here. So I think, and I can then maybe put my drying tiles over there. Sip of water. Okay. Heavy outdoor look. Okay, so now we're just gonna, and then tomorrow I can dry brush these tiles. That's the goal. Okay. I'm gonna use a big, thick, friggin' paintbrush. With the Agrax for these guys. Okay. Agrax. I need a different brush than this. This brush is not good for this. Yeah, different brush. I need that brush now. Probably one of these guys. Christ. Probably this guy. Okay, this brush is, yeah, serious. This brush sucks up so much shit. Done, but yeah, that was not. So these tiles still have to be dry brushed after this bit of agraxing. Okay. Next, let me get this tile out of here. Welcome, viewers. This is the denouement of our Wednesday night New Zealand stream. I'm currently washing some tiles in Agrax Earthshade. Plus, I have a series of doors that I've been working on. I'm going to finish up here as well, those doors. Let's, I need to flip them over to the other side and they'll be good. Let's first finish these tiles though, so I can use them for Sunday's game. God, look at all that paint. Insanity, all that paint. I'm not known for my delicate touch. I'm the mediocre mini painter. Any of you here are D&D players or tabletop role game players of any kind of persuasion? I know about Shadow Dark, D&D, 5e, 1e, a bit of 3.5, Pathfinder 2e, old 80s games, etc. If you want to talk about any kind of stuff, just shout it out and we can begin the conversation. But right now I'm working on my tiles while I let my doors dry a bit. I need to watch a video, and there's a video there by Black Magic Craft on how to make Agrax and Noan oil. 2 washes I use a lot, as does everybody, really. And I need to learn how to make my own, especially for my castle I got behind me, which you can't see, because that's going to take a lot of Noan and Agrax. And at $7 New Zealand a bottle, or whatever it is. That makes for an expensive paint job I don't really want to pay for. So, and you can see I slop this shit on without really concern for economy. It's just easier this way. So, rather do things quickly at expense than detailed at more cheaply. I'm just not the kind of person to worry that much about the cost of stuff. Lots of crafters are really indeed into that, like doing things as cheaply as possible. I'm not that crafter. I prefer to just get it done. If it costs me a bit more to experiment or do things wrong or buy too much materials, whatever, such is life. That's just the way it is. Lots of crafters and DIY folks are really into doing it as cheaply as fucking possible. That is just not me. I don't really care about that. Not made of money, but you know, it's just not a worry of mine. How cheaply can I do this thing? My concern is how fast can I do it. That often takes lots of money, or more money, rather. Almost done with this guy. Tomorrow for dry brushing. Yeah, I gotta make my own Agrax. Fucking A, look how much shit I pour on this thing. Trish Talker, you didn't paint any minis while you're here, I assume. I know I still have to do a mini painting tutorial. Someday. Okay. That's the Agrax on the tiles. And then tomorrow, I'll dry brush them. Right now, I'm going to do the other side of these doors in Known Oil. There's a Known Oil. Cody, that's right. Cody Adventures are good. He's happy you got distracted with him. Okay, now I'm going to put this around, and I'm going to do the Known Oil on this side. Then we're done with the doors and done with those tiles. Okay. Yeah, I know. I'm all talk and no action. Someday I'll do what I say I'm gonna do. Lots of paints there. Yeah. Just kind of like I mean, you think about paints are kind of expensive, but like, average maybe $7 a bottle. So, maybe I'll buy like one paint at a time or two paints at a time, but it adds up. So if my, we got $500 in paints right there. You don't go buy $500 in paints in a shot, but again, every now and then I walk over to Vagabond after work or during lunch, buy 2 or 3 paints, $15, $20. You do that 20 times, you got a lot of paint. Yeah, I'm happy with the way the wood on these doors turned out. That's the key, is to do all the wood first, start to finish, and then do the hardware. Because that way you can make the wood look really good and not worry about effing up the hardware with the wood, with the paint used for the wood. Almost there. So Trish, you're no longer working at the zoo, right? So your zoo buddies who have their D&D stuff, you're no longer interacting with those guys. Okay, there's a bunch of doors. Bunch of doors. Those gotta dry. Those gotta dry. I see one of my friends who plays D&D with a group, yeah, but I was no one. Oh, that's too bad. So yeah, I got my doors done. This part. They're looking pretty good. I'm happy with them. I'm really happy with them. You know, for just being doors, they look good. The wood looks good. The harbor looks good. Yeah. I'm thinking of calling it a night. It's 10 p.m. Only been here for 2.5 hours, but I got done the stuff I had up. I mean, I could start the Zorn I have here, but I think I might just lay off that. Call it a night. See what, oh, okay. Awesome. Shared the Twitch. Thank you very much. Maybe we'll get some more field school students to do the Twitch thing too. But I think I'm gonna stop for the night. I think I'll raid into the Hero Zone, Matty Morgs, and he's a great promoter of D&D and tabletop role-playing games and a do-it-yourself community. So I'll raid into Matty. Take our 8 viewers there. Thanks for being here, Trish Talker, and some new followers from Germany. So sorry, Switzerland, Swiss German, Grizzly Bear, other folks. It's been a great time, and we'll see you all Sunday, New Zealand, midday, North American Saturday night, to return to our Greyhawk D&D campaign. Currently investigating the Lost Caverns of Sojkin. Okay, here we go.